Matt, 6:15 now on this Friday. You can find almost anything you want on the internet. This week in Fish and Wildlife, the Montana Department of Fish, Wildlife and Parks has made it so you can find the perfect hunt, all through its website.
This week in Fish and Wildlife, sponsored by your local Montana Toyota dealers.
Thursday morning time once again for This Week in Fish and Wildlife. We're at Region 3 headquarters this morning. Joining us this morning, Gina Friend. Gina, there's a whole bunch of technology available out there for folks using Fish, Wildlife, and Parks. I don't think a lot of people understand what you can do with a laptop and a little bit of time. So we're going to talk about some of that this morning. Let's just jump right in some of the things you can do.
Yeah, so we have something called the Hunt Planner that's accessible on our website for all the public, and it's a great tool for planning your hunt. You can filter through a bunch of information on there based on what species you're hunting, what hunting district you're interested in going to. You can also view things such as our block management parcels on there. If you're hunting in 311, for example, you can see all the parcels in that area you might be able to go on. You can also view fishing access sites, wildlife management areas. So there's a ton of information you can pull up on there to help you plan your hunt.
So if you're going to get started doing this, just kind of give me an idea how I would do that. If you've never used this before, is it pretty user-friendly?
It is. Basically, when you open up the map, it's kind of like Google Maps. And so you can play with different base layers on there. So you can have satellite just like Google Maps, or you can change it to land ownership, kind of like you would have on a Forest Service map. And so it'll show you the boundaries for BLM, public land, wildlife, wilderness areas versus private land. And so you can play with those base maps based on what you want to see. And then on the left-hand side, there's a bunch of columns with different layers you can turn on. And so those layers are what contain all those different information we talked about. And you can turn those on and off to see based on what you're interested in.
We've been talking a lot during this hunting season with the folks from the law enforcement side of that. And one of the things we're constantly dealing with, it seems like this year, is that public land, private land interface. Will this help me with that?
Definitely. We get a lot of questions here in the office about, you know, where's the boundary? I'm at this fishing access site. I need to know, you know, where the boundary is, where the public land abuts it. And it's great on this map because you can zoom in as much as you need to see exactly what road or what boundary, river, creek that boundary follows.
No kidding. So it's, I mean, it literally will give you a map of wherever it is you want to be.
Yeah, exactly. You can even create your own maps to print out with it. Once you've zoomed into that area you're interested in going to, you can print it as a PDF and then save it on your computer. You can put it on your iPhone, and it can you can use it as a georeferenced PDF where you'll actually show up on the PDF out in the field so you know exactly where you are in real time, or you can print it out like an old school map and carry it with you.
Holy cow, so it does everything except put the hunter's orange on you and put you in your pickup.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, that's phenomenal. Again, Gina Friend joining us this morning from Region 3 headquarters, talking about one of the great technology pieces that's available to hunters and anglers here in Montana. Gina, thank you very much.
Thank you.
And that's This Week in Fish and Wildlife.
This Week in Fish and Wildlife was sponsored by Toyota. Let's go places.